there's no need for any further introduction for this. This situation is getting worse as time I'm making this script, so you may be wondering to yourself, who are those two randoms? Well, three randoms actually. Well, I'm glad you asked, because there is clear context to how all this happened, and hopefully it might end by this video. So, once the context is explained and get to the present timeline we're in right now, you'll understand the situation and see how bad it's getting. I do think it's fair and square to do expose video on them for their childish behavior that even compares to the great old Christian. You may be wondering a few things, and I understand what you're gonna say. Are they from the adventure team community? The answer is yes, and the worst part is, the three of them are adults. The two women are in their 20s, and another one, who is a guy, is close to being 30 years old. These will be very important once we dig deeper into it. So, Joshua, an almost 30-year-old adult man, has a harem that has minors. You can see adult characters are there, like legal characters, but there are several, and I mean several, minors in his harem. But wait a minute, is he an OC? Surely he separated himself from his OC like any other person, right? Right? Unfortunately, this is somehow common you would see in the adventure team community. These people are straight up fucking adults, making them as a character for their series, so not an OC, but a self-insert. If you pass English class, then you can clearly see that he always refers to Joshua as himself. And even his official bio is outright stated to be close to his 30s, so it's very clear that this Joshua character is a self-insert. If you want a prime example of one a self-insert is, remember that Daryl guy, the Admiral DT8? The one who shipped himself with Anne Moonchoy for his Amphibia fanfiction? Yeah, this is what Joshua's Dragon Ball character is, for better comparison. So what happens in this situation? Well, this makes him just as bad as Daryl a while back. YouTube can't really allow me to say this word, but this I will call it a PDF. If you know what it means, well, you know, gang. You guys may bring up the fiction. Everyone, sit down. You can't be serious about this. It really doesn't matter if they're fiction. They're kids. This is illegal by definition. The fact that Joshua has the audacity to say he doesn't know their age is clearly BS. You are a full-grown adult. How do you not know how to do research? The fact that he didn't take this issue. Then there's another user I would like to bring up. Let's introduce Kyra, a 25-year-old woman who is a part of the adventure team community. So you may be wondering to yourself, what does he do? Clearly he's an adult. Clearly he should know what is right and wrong, right? Well, this isn't the case. This is the same thing like I said with Charles Jury, a man-child. Despite everything people have said or talked to her about Joshua, she still defends this motherfucker, which is very, very bad. And unfortunately, people in the community still be little but big buddies with this Dragon Ball character headass. And the audacity for Kawa to want the drama to end and put the blame on someone by the name of Baldy Big Nose here. Well, guess what? Much like the One Punch Man manga fans, they can't read a single fucking sentence. She started this whole thing by making a YouTube community post on the whole thing. And as Daisy Frost also defended this PDF and didn't want to call him out. And worst part is, there is actual proof and even videos and screenshots that said she doesn't cut ties with PDF and isn't a PDF supporter. How can you self-contradict yourself like that in the same sentence? And luckily, even though she took down the video, I saved the video and screenshot the freaking description. So if you want to see it for yourself, I'll just play it right there now.
I'm really angry. I tried to take a break and I'm trying, and it's just getting stuck. It's annoying. I tried to give it prominence. I'm trying, and I don't know what it just was age grab, and yeah, it's better everyone to apologize to each other. And I tried to therapy, and they call me a B word, and I don't like that.
So yeah, this looks very bad on her end. Daisy also claims that she doesn't want to be involved in the drama, but she ends up being involved anyways. The fact that Daisy doesn't want to listen even when Joshua has been called out, you can see the big problem here, right? All this happens because two adults cannot call out a 30-year-old man-child being a fucking creep. And that's not even the worst part. No, guys. Sit down, everyone. I got more. Kara had the audacity to bring up a dead person in one of her common community posts in the comment section against someone. Let that sink in. How much of a horrible person do you have to be to bring up a dead person's name to this conversation when you barely interact or knew him? For those who are not aware, there's someone named Hunter who tragically passed away years ago. I don't care what you think about me, but you shouldn't bring his name to this conversation. You are so entitled to the point you had the guilt trip like Jesus Christ. I know you are an adult, but never self-harm yourself over this. Plus, no one wants you to get hurt, but only you want to get hurt. You did this to yourself because your mind believed that you're entitled to everything and want to paint everyone or someone as a bad guy, so you will not take any accountability. So, in conclusion, even though I know this will never end and I doubt this will end, I will be very surprised if they actually listen to this video and actually take any accountability at all for this stupid drama. Kara, you need to be a fucking adult. You're acting like a kid, and I know that may sound harsh, but there's no excuse from you can go scot-free. Even if you have autism, that doesn't excuse your fucking action you cause. Daisy, you need to learn and listen to your peers if you don't want to get yourself in trouble. Also, stop defending the creep. What the fuck is wrong with you? And Joshua, if you can, and I know you won't, please remove all the characters that are teenagers and under 18 years old. I don't care what excuses you have to say. I don't care if you're scared to change your adventure series. Well, guess what? Change is what makes us humans. And the fact you don't want to change your harem is very suspicious. Very sus. All these people are a prime example of why the Adventure Team series got a bad name and a bad reputation within the community. Anyways, that's all I gotta say for this video. I will hopefully get this done by either today or even tomorrow. So, either ways, see y'all later. Peace.